YouTube, it's me again. And this video is kind of a mess. Well, first I'll start off by telling you what the video is, and then we'll get into why it's a mess. So this is a speed build of a house for Rollo's Newcrest. I've been doing an eco lifestyle twist on it. This is technically house number 1? The one made for a father and his girly girl, I think. Yeah. Hold up, I'll pull it up here. I was going to anyway, I just haven't done it yet. But this is... Oh, if I can spell. Oh my god. Okay. Yes. So, this is a 30 by 20 house, number 199 on Rollo's _ floor plans on Instagram. It is a 2 to 3 bedroom, 3 bedroom, lot number 1. Is made for a buff single dad and his girly girl who he loves so much. You can also find this floor plan ready to decorate on Rollo's Gallery, which is LBD, ELLEBD, with the roofing done. I obviously did it slightly different, because I've been loving all these slanted roofs and stuff. So that's what we're building here. We're building a 3-bedroom house. I did do the 3 bedrooms. And it is 3 bathrooms. Okay, so why this video is a mess? Because this video wasn't supposed to be a speed build. This video, well, it's actually better that it's a speed build, but it wasn't intended to be one. It started out with... I voiced all of this as I was going along. I was, as I was figuring things out, counting out the tiles like I usually do. But the first part of the video I got interrupted because my mother was in town. And the second part, I found out that I didn't actually have sound on. And the third part was actually okay. But then I went back and looked at it to go do like some voiceover for the second part, and I found out that I didn't actually have audio for the first part, this part that we're looking at. I didn't have it on for that. So at that point, I was like, you know what? This video is already well over 2 hours. Let's speed it up, and I'll just make it a speed build, and then that fixes everything. So yeah, that's what I did. That's what I did with this video. Also, I really like this lot because there's like a skating rink right next to it, and I thought that was fun. But I'm still in the neighborhood where I'm using like either like the oranges or the really dark black colors, so that's why there's lots of black fencing, black railings, black stair railings, black fencing, black patio fencing. I did do the orange tile on the outside, and I think I used more of the orange siding for this, and then a darker the darker eco lifestyle roofing. But since this is meant to have a home gym in it, and I really love how spa day and eco lifestyle stuff work together, I had already decided that I was going to use spa day as well in this build. So there is some spa day railings, and here's where we transition to the second part of this video, because that was something new I learned throughout messing with this video, is how to do some fade-ins and fade-outs. I'm not real good at it yet, but I think I made it work so it's not so the transitioning between videos isn't quite so weird. Okay, and I think if I'm here, you can get better lighting. But I use the same doors as I have been using, just in that black color. I really like those base game doors. They're just very plain and simple. Yeah, and here's where I started messing with the roofing, because some of the roofs I have, I've just had like little half walls around it instead of actual proper roofing. So I thought maybe that would work with this little covered patio here out the front, and then I wanted to see how the patio out the back would look. And this is when I remembered, oh yeah, I'm using all those slanty roofs and I can make that work. So then I started messing with all the slanted roofs. And this front part took me forever to make it look like I wanted it to. And I even stopped messing with it after a bit and come do the rest of the roofing and then come back to it. But as you can see, that house in the background there, that's kind of what I've been doing, just making these. And that house was based off of a different house that I found a reference photo online. But I really like how that one came out, so I might be doing another variation on that one. But yeah, I tried all kinds of things to get this roofing to line up. And for a while I thought, maybe it'll just be like a interesting architectural feature. Because here's me trying to get the roofs to line up. And yeah, to actually get it to line up, I had to have it like all the way up there. So I thought, maybe that's an interesting architectural feature, and I'll leave it like that. So I messed around with some things and, went and did this part and got that where I wanted it, because they just, I don't know why they pitch so high, they just do. And then I decided, no, that's not right. I'll just put this other little thing in here and match it to these rooftops. And then that looked fine. Although if I had to go back and do it, I think I'd pitch that that roof there, the big piece. I'd pitch it up a little bit so that maybe it would match a little better, but I didn't, so here we are. And then I did it with of course, the eco lifestyle roofing, because that's where we're at. And I still mess around with it a little bit. And I think I did a different roof trim on the one, I think. And then it looked weird floating, so I messed around with columns for a little bit. So I do like these columns. They match really well. I just wanted them to be from the ground up and not sitting on the foundation. So I messed around with things trying to get that to work. And in the end, all I did was lose my stairs and my columns and whatever, and I ended up using a different pair of columns to make it look better. But yeah, and then I had to make things match up again and put stairs back, and so it really wasn't worth my time to mess around with that. And here's where I do the wallpaper. Like I did the orangish wood tone from these eco lifestyle paneling, and I really like how it turned out. And then we go and put windows in, which I could not figure out where my walls ended, so I had to put them down and then rearrange my windows and stuff. And I was referencing my floor plans because I was like, I don't want huge windows in the bathroom. But it's nice to have them, like in the living room, in the bedrooms. Just to add all the extra lighting in. Make it an interesting feature. And I do like symmetrical windows, but sometimes the house and the wall placement just doesn't allow for that. I don't know know if I fixed it or not. If I just slid the bottom one out or not. Oh, and I used these woven rope lights because I decided I hadn't really used enough of those in my eco lifestyle builds. But some of the rooms did get the saucer lights. I think I put them in the gym, downstairs gym, and in the bathroom. And then I used this metal one upstairs in the upstairs hallway. And then the rope ones in the bathrooms. And then I think here's where I go get the saucer lights for the bathrooms in the gym, because that just sort of made more sense. At least to me at the time. And I grabbed the black variations because it seemed logical, because this is black and orange. And I think I wanted some wall lights. I was looking for wall lights for outside, that was it. And I ended up on these little tubular ones, which I really do like. They go with a lot of different styles. Okay, and here we're using spa day counter. I'm using spa day counters because at this point I'd already decided I'm using spa day in this build. And they had these nice black counters. And this is a fairly big kitchen. I was not ready for how big this kitchen was. But I also used the unlockable kitchen appliances from the culinary career. So I used that fridge and that stove. And I think I also used the sink in the copper orange iteration. Yep. Because it just seemed to work. And I also messed with curtains in the kitchen for forever. I tried these shades. I tried layering these shades. Oh no, I didn't try layering these because I didn't like how that worked. But they also just weren't the right size to cover the windows, so I tried scaling it up, tried scaling it down. I tried these blinds because they overlapped nicer. And then I tried these blinds because they overlapped nice. And I think at this point I was like, yeah, no, let's just move on. It's a kitchen. You're not likely to wander around naked in your own kitchen, so it's fine. Sorry I keep messing with the camera because the lighting keeps changing. And some spa day wallpaper. And I found this eco lifestyle rug that worked. It centered up nicely. It defined the space. I loved it. I also tried defining it with the flooring, but in the end I used the eco lifestyle flooring. And yep, retouching the wallpaper. And then I think I did that eco lifestyle sand one in the rest of the house. It was still the same tone, it was just a different texture, which I liked. And then on to the living room, which I loved this big black rug, and then spa day couches. And the floor plan's layout was to have a love seat, so a two-seater couch on either side, but I decided I wanted chairs on one side, and then I left the other side open. And then I didn't put a wall TV down, I put a console TV down, and I decided I liked that. And then I started out by putting plants in. Oh no, I used these dividers because I really wanted to use them, and they worked out perfect for this build. And then plants in each of the corners. But I did end up putting a lamp in that one corner instead of the plant. And this is where I decided that, because I had to turn on show live edit objects and hidden objects so I could get one of the fabricated lights. And I did not have move objects on for this build either, which is why you'll see me just plopping things down. I really wanted to use that fireplace too, but I couldn't find a spot for it. But I did put these wall sculptures up on the wall because I thought that wall was way too bland. And then we move on to the bathroom, and I hated trying to furnish this bathroom. I made it nice and black, and then I decided to use white spa day bathroom furniture. And I had an awful time trying to find how this layout was going to work, because I tried several different things. Because usually what I like to do is I like to line things up along one side and then the other, especially with like these narrow ones. And so I tried putting this there and that there, and then I added a door to the other side because it seemed like the best idea to be able to access the bathroom from the gym, so you could go take a post-workout shower or, you know, soak in the bath for your sore muscles. I think I ended up leaving it like this because I could not figure out what the heck to do with it otherwise. After a certain point, I just decided I was done. And so the gym gets the spa day flooring and then this wood paneling from Eco Lifestyle. And then I finally got to use the Eco Lifestyle curtains with these windows because that's what these windows were made for. And then I started pulling out the spa day workout equipment. And I really wanted to put a spa in here somewhere. But I decided that, you know, a father-daughter yoga area would be fun and more useful. And then I always think mirrors are a good touch, so you can, you know, the idea being that you can work on your form. I put a rug under the the weight machine after I figured out how I wanted it. And then this is the playroom for the daughter. Now for the daughter, I imagined that she was somewhere in like, she was a child in, as far as Sims 4 terms go, she's a child. But she's more like a preteen rather than a younger child. So while she's still like some of the kid stuff, she's also getting a little older. And here's where I pulled the sauna. It's a sauna. I really wanted a sauna, but I could not figure out how I wanted it or where I wanted it, so I just left it. And this room took me a little while too. But I did end up using some of the is it Kindermaid? No, it's not the Kindermaid, it's the other one. I guess some of it's Kindermaid and some of it's the other child furniture. But there's one that has this nice peachy orange swatch that really matches this peachy orange swatch from Eco Lifestyle that I'm using, which I thought was fun. Yeah, I tried several layouts for this too until I figured out how I wanted things. I think in the end I got rid of the plant shelf because I figured that was a little bit too old for her yet. I think I also eventually get rid of this dresser I'm trying to put in because I wanted more surfaces. But I think I eventually just got rid of that too. She got to keep her bookshelf though. That ends up going somewhere else. Yep. Yeah, so there are some more childlike things in here because I wanted her to have a dollhouse yet. Because I figured she wasn't too old enough for that yet, but she was like on the cusp. And I wanted her to have a desk to do her homework or whatever, but I also really wanted to use these little shelves. I thought they were so cute. And it spruced up that corner just so nicely. I didn't actually put anything on them, because I usually figure like through gameplay you end up decorating some of this stuff yourself. But then I love doing reading posters, and since there's a bookshelf in this room, it made sense to do that. And I put a dinosaur up there to kind of connect all the stuff together, but I did all the reading posters and then that energy light, and I thought that looked cute. And I gave her a rug. I like play rugs. And this is when I decided, okay, let's do the entry next. So I put a rug down, and then I went and found the base game coat hook thing. And then I went and got the shoe rack, and I really wish there was like a mixed shoe rack. That wasn't, because there's one men's and there's one women's, and I don't remember which one I picked. But then I found out, hey, there's just enough space for that coat rack, and that just works beautifully. And here's where I figured out that the kitchen was huge and very, very bare. So I went and got the drinks tray from Spa Day, and then I just started messing around with other things. And we'll probably have another transition here. Yes? Or maybe you won't notice it. Because this is where I figured out, hey, I don't have any sound. So I kind of stopped the recording and restarted it with sound, but since there was only part of the video with sound, I just kind of left it. So I ended up putting a tea machine in here because that made sense, and a dishwasher because that also made sense. And I went and found the little coffee cup thing, and of course, you always got to have a fire alarm. And of course, scrolling through all the debug stuff that was now showing up was kind of a pain in the butt. But yeah, I went and found the little coffee cup thing. Wherever that was. It was really hard to find because I had all this stuff. And I have some CC. But yep, there it is. And I was like, okay, there's stuff in there. And at this point is when I realized you all don't have a dining table. And it was kind of supposed to be in that entry area there. And I divided my floor plan up slightly different. So I decided to put it here at the end of the kitchen. And I started off with an eco lifestyle table. But I think I ended up using one of the tables from Hey Harry instead. Because I just like the way it looked better. Yeah, because I matched it to the floor so that when you're looking top down, it kind of blends into the floor, and I thought that was fun. Okay, so upstairs, this big bedroom, I figured to be the dad's bedroom, the main bedroom, because there's just so much stuff in there. And because it was his bedroom, I made it very dark. Oh, I'm doing railings again. Because I forgot. Oh, yeah. Sectioning off the stairs to make it safe. And for the life of me, I couldn't figure out exactly which stair rail I used, and then that didn't look right, so I tried it again, and it was fine, and whatever. But more eco lifestyle flooring. I really love this hexagon flooring for like bathrooms and stuff. And then I used the lighter of the eco lifestyle for the floors because I knew things were going to get dark. Except for the girls' room, she's got that peachy pink stuff again. And then the dad's is dark, and then I made the hallway and the guest room neutral. And then the one bathroom was dark, and the other bathroom is a little lighter colored. And the idea is that the upstairs bathroom, our little girly girl helped decorate, or rather he decorated it to her taste rather than his. And then this big bathroom, I really wanted to put that huge corner bathtub in, and yeah, and I did, because that's, I thought that would be fun. And I kept it pretty simple. Because there was a great big window above the sinks, I put the mirror across from it. And then I like putting towels above bathtubs for some reason. But I used a lot of the pink eco lifestyle in this little bathroom. Because I figured that'd be cute. And then I found a little pink shower to go in there. Some pink bath rugs. And a little pink mirror. And of course, pink bath towels. And I wanted to find something to put on the wall, I think, is what I was doing here. Some little pink something or other that wasn't quite... did I end up... No, I did clouds. Okay, and then the dad's bedroom, which I did a lot of dark furniture. And I think I just did like some black and white touches. But I kept things pretty simple. I know the curtains clip into the side tables, but that's kind of how it works. And since this was a huge room, I gave him a sitting area as well. No, I gave him a desk and a sitting area. With a computer, because every house needs a computer now. And I used some of the more industrial looking things, industrial base game things in here. And I did like the architectural drawings. And gave him a bunch of those industrial looking bookshelves. And here's where I did a little sitting area. Because I figured, it's the space kind of doubles as his, I don't know, office space, kind of. And while you don't need 3 bookshelves in here, it filled up the space nicely and it made things work. I really wish there was... Well, I'm sure somebody has made CC of those bookshelves with nothing on them, but I would like to have something of that nature. Okay, and then... I don't know. I struggled finding a rug for this layout, and I just ended up using one of the eco lifestyle ones. Put another architectural drawing up there. A little bit of flowers. And I also wanted a little rug to kind of anchor that space. And I think I just scaled one down is what I did. Is that what I... No, I just did the little circle rug. Because I didn't have to mess with it. And now for the daughter's room. Since I kind of got the feeling that this little girl was spoiled, so she got a double bed. And, well, she's a preteen, so it made some sort of sense. At least when I was doing it. And I did a lot of the peachy coral color and white in this room. Because that's what her playroom is like. And I wanted her to have a little seating area, too. And I swapped things around because I like the idea of it being in the corner. Gave her a light. And a little orange rug. And a doll and a little teddy bear. Don't remember what else I gave her. Was I looking for some shelving or something? I don't know. I'm not sure what I was looking for here. Oh, a little bookshelf. And I lined it up with the dresser. Yep, and that's when I put a little pink bear and over there on her table and gave her a little gave her a plant too. And a rug under her bed. Yeah, I think, yeah. And is this... Oh, yep, and her curtains. And I don't know if this is where I decided that, hey, I didn't put anything on the dad's bedside tables. But maybe I do this one first. And I kept this one fairly neutral. Because I figured, you know, either the dad would get remarried and maybe they would have a kid, or this is just an extra bedroom. You could, I mean, there's 2 skill rooms downstairs already, so I don't really know what you would do with this room unless you make it into like a proper study, but then the other bedroom is so huge you might as well do it there. I don't know. I kept this room pretty simple. Yeah, here's where I figured out, oh hey, I didn't put any lights over there, and I decided to use these little saucer table light things because that's what I like to do. And oh yeah, I put the plants on the wall. Because the walls were kind of bare. Oh, yep, and then I gave her the little rabbit thing on the wall. Put some rugs in the hallway. Oh, yeah, and then I decided, yeah, let's just do rugs in front of all the doors, and that's kind of cute. And then I think I found the plant I wanted to put in the corner there. And I think I just used that Great Big Eco Lifestyle one in the end, because that's the one that fit the space really well. Because I tried a few different ones. Oh no, I guess I did use that little Eco Lifestyle one. And then I went outside, and I don't know if I went off the rails a little bit outside or what, but I wanted like an outdoor barbecue area, and I did use some of the Desert Luxe stuff. The ones that was free a while ago, but you can always replace it with just a, you know, regular old barbecue or whatever it is you want to do. And I knew there was some, or I thought there was some cupboards that matched that somehow. And I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I matched it or not, but I made it look good, I guess. Or to the best of my ability. I just wanted like a nice outdoor grilling space. And I thought there was a table and chairs that came with the Desert Luxe kit as well, but apparently not. Oh, I love that awning too, so I used that awning. And I think in the end I just put a picnic table out here. Because I really couldn't find what I wanted otherwise, so I think, yeah, I just put a... Was it the holiday one or something? Yeah, it was the holiday one. And I put it under the awning. No, this is where I used the Great Big Eco Lifestyle plant in the corner. In the corner of the deck. Yep, that one. And what did I do outside? I just did some landscaping outside. I didn't even think to do anything for the girl out the back. But then again, they do have a skating rink right next door, so she's probably fine in that respect. I love using the ferns, and mostly I just went about trying to fill in all the spaces. So you see me moving things around, and if it highlights green, I'm like, okay, off you go. I got like some little bushes and things. Tried to use some bigger things. Tried to cover in with some grasses. Use some other little flower bushes and things. And then, you know, a little terrain paint. A little terrain paint always helps everything blend in a little bit. Okay, and this is where I decided, hey, I need outdoor trash cans. And made the decision to put a dumpster in the back. And I did put a mailbox out. I'm terrible at mailboxes and dumpsters. Or outdoor trash cans. Yep, and then eventually I found some fencing. And I fenced in the dumpster. My game was being weird at this point, so I had to redraw it a couple of times. I think I did replace it with the eco lifestyle one. And just kind of, fenced it in but left it opening. Put some ferns there in front of the window. And some grasses. Did a little bit out the front. Just some more ferns. I made it easy. I just piled a bunch of ferns out the front and so made it look even-ish. Oh, and then, yeah, I think I just added a few more details because that really looked bare over there, so I put some more windows up there. Adjusted windows and such, and then I adjusted all the stuff in there so that everything was okay again. Centered things, changed some colors on things, just did a little bit of cleanup. And there we go. So I called this one Gym Rats because that's what made sense to me. It is up on my gallery. My gallery is leithex, Leithex. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and thank you for watching. Bye.